would come out on a white horse. Then he would pick up some victims to be destroyed in front of everybody in inhumane ways, sometimes boasting that shooting or hanging is too good for you.
I've never really been able to grasp 6 million people, and it really got to me at Auschwitz when we saw the shoes and the hair. That just blew my mind.
Just to think about what people went through every day here, it really made me thankful and appreciate what I have. And I know that I have to continue to share their story, and we have to continue to share their story as the next generation, because as time goes on, there are going to be less and less survivors, and we have to continue to push their message and share their story.
People often ask us, why do we bring you here? Isn't it enough to read about the Holocaust in books, to hear a survivor speak to your school, to watch an occasional movie? Isn't that sufficient? I think by now all of you know that it's not.
I was one of the youngsters that lived in the ghetto. In fact, just a couple of blocks away from here.
This is going to be the story that we heard from Max, the story that we heard from Sam, the story that we heard from Henry. Like, these are the stories that we're going to take with us when no one else can say them.
Any property that a Jew had was not his.
They lost everything. They were just called by a number.
My number is 67245.
Guys, this is the real thing. This is history taken out of the textbooks.
And it was hard and hardly any food. Hardly any food. People were dying by the hundreds.
It was so dramatic here, with the separation of the families, of the women and children. It's unbelievable what kind of a shock you get here. On every trip to this place, I go in there and I concentrate on some of the shoes. And if you see, they're from one end of the barracks to the end. And I somehow wonder, are these shoes of any of my relatives, my little brother, my mom, my aunts, my cousins?
Our grandparents, for hundreds of years, for dozens of generations, were willing to give their lives for Judaism. This experience is known as the March of the Living. Let's at least be willing to live for Judaism.
Going to the synagogue, I was 800 years old, and we were all dancing. It was like a great joyous moment, and that's something I'll always remember.
Just being a part of that and feeling a reconnection to prayers and being with the people around me was something that I will never forget.
It's a feeling I can't explain. I have no words, no words.
There's no more of a powerful moment than watching Israeli flags leave Auschwitz and go through the gates. It's an incredible feeling and an incredible experience.
I've never felt more proud to be Jewish than I did today. Looking around and seeing all of the Jewish life around me and feeling so strong and so proud, it just made my heart feel warm, and to be around all of you guys was incredible.
So, this is where we're going.
Danielle and I were walking through Majdanek. We were just really sad, and we were on our way to the memorial, and all I said was, I want to go home. And I meant home to Florida, and then I realized I am going home, and I'm going to Israel. So we're really excited.
So we're on the plane right now on the way to Israel. I am beyond excited. I've never been. One of the main reasons I'm coming on this trip is to go to Israel, and I literally cannot wait. We'll be there in 2.5 hours.
I've never been to Israel, but everyone has told me I'm going to love it, so I'm really looking forward to it.
The blue bus is here to let you know one thing and one thing only. Welcome home!
Once we got to the Kotel, I felt so much pride as I, kissed the wall and said a prayer, and I've just never felt so in touch with my Judaism before.
Coming from Poland, where I saw the place where all my family was killed, to coming to Israel, where it's so alive and happy and so many of my family live today, it's just really an incredible experience, and I'm so happy I came, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
I'm so proud to be Jewish, and coming into the wall, I just felt a lot of different emotions, but mainly just being proud of who I am.
This march was really special, and it was such a contrast to see everyone in Poland and then come here, and everyone is just so happy and energetic and singing the whole way.
Look behind my shoulder, it's beautiful.
And I'm just so thankful for the march.
And we're here now on top of Masada, not only to tell the Jewish people out there, but to tell ourselves that we're here for good. We're not going anywhere. The Romans who wanted to destroy us, guess what, Romans? Guess what, everybody? We're on top of the world right now, writing a Torah and finishing a Torah.
And I think that that's what all this means. It's the connection to ourselves and to each other. And Israel is the epitome of the strength of the human spirit.
I'm kind of lacking the words to say because this trip does something to you that can't really be explained with words. It's really something you have to go through. I was honestly really reluctant to go on this trip at first, but now I'm so happy that I did because I learned a lot.
This trip was a very meaningful experience. I think it's a necessary trip for all Jews to go on, and it reaffirmed my connection with Israel and with Jewish culture.
The march was one of the best experiences ever, and it just strengthened my love for Israel. Am Yisrael Chai.
It was a meaningful experience, once in a lifetime. So glad I did it, and I never could have imagined a better trip.
This trip has definitely changed my view on Judaism as a whole. Before this trip, I did not really think it was very important to raise a Jewish family. But after going on this trip, I can genuinely say that it's one of my top priorities.
I never felt a connection before until this trip.
No words can describe how amazing this trip was. Going from Poland to Israel, it makes you appreciate our homeland that much more, and I'm so sad to be going back to America.
I am never going to forget this experience. Everything they told me before I went on the trip is so true, and it was incredible.
I just want to tell everyone who's watching this that you need to go on March of the Living because it was the most amazing experience of my life, and you just gotta go.
This has easily been the greatest trip of my life, and I'm just so fortunate to have been a part of this, and so grateful to have had this experience. Rather than just learning about Judaism, I got to actually experience it and be a part of it, which I had never really experienced, and I am so happy that I went on this trip.
איך שהלב נפתח חובק את העולם ובקריאה גדולה נשיר לאהבה אם הוא הכל אפשר זה לא מאוחר השחר שהלב נפתח חובק את העולם ובקריאה גדולה נשיר לאהבה אם הוא הכל אפשר